Let's go. Sorry. Where is she?
She's behind you on the cliff.
Oh shit. Hey, what's up, Eve?
Um, can we just talk?
Yeah? Oh, you mean like alone?
I don't really mind, honestly.
I mean, it's up to you. What works for me?
Um, I don't really know where to start, but I feel like things just haven't been okay recently. Um, especially, you know, the last few conversations we've had hasn't really been um I don't know, it's put me in a very weird position a lot of the times. And I feel like I've been put in, it's like a cycle that repeats every time. It repeated a few months ago. It's repeating again. And I really don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be put in those positions. And I feel like I'm going to take myself, you know, away from that. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be put in those positions anymore. Because frankly, the last few times we spoke, it really wasn't it wasn't it had nothing to do with business. It didn't have to do with me and you. It was just all about the guild every single time. It was about Jaeger. It was about the guild. And no matter how neutral I try to stay, it doesn't affect business. It affects everything else that goes on. And my question is how, where is the line? I feel like past 2.5 years, the line has been so blurred that I don't even know, what I am anymore. Am I employee? Am I something more? Like I honestly don't know anymore. Like I run all of the businesses. I haven't jeopardized anything, but somehow I get treated like I do that when I honestly I don't. And I'm just trying to understand, what have I done wrong? I feel like I feel like my trust, the trust you guys have in me gets questioned every single time something like this comes up. And I really
Oh,
I'm
dude, I
just
don't know what to
trying to
say.
understand, is there a way around it or not? Because my decision today is that I'd rather leave a part of my family And I'm trying to take care of myself because I am exhausted. Above everything, I lost my dad. I've started abusing drugs just to be able to hear him talk to me. And in the middle of that, I've been put in situations that I can't cope with. And I'm going to remove myself from those situations. And my decision today is I'm leaving the guilt. And I really hope you guys take that seriously. And you don't treat it like how Jaeger said he left the guild. And still try to group me like how you group Jaeger with the guild.
Holy shit.
And I want boundaries. And yesterday I had so many conversations with Brian, with the new commissioner, with Tim, and I'm going to make everybody pay for making the city as dog shit how it is right now. And I don't know what that means for Cerberus and moving forward. I don't. Because I don't feel like there's trust. I don't feel like you guys trust me at all. And honestly, I don't know where the line is anymore.
Well, this is very shocking news, I'm gonna be honest. Is the guild aware of this? Have you spoke to them yet?
I've been distancing myself from them.
So you've told us this first?
Yes.
I don't want to be rude, dude. He was like hurting so badly that the only way I can be truthful is to be rude, but I can't be rude. I don't know what to say. When do you plan on telling them this?
I don't know. I need time.
So, Eve, with these two options
Thank you, Leslie.
that you had in front of you, what made you choose to do this over the other?
I don't see it as options, Leslie. I see it as taking care of myself.
Well, sure, but it's still an option. Let me rephrase then. Why do you think that this is a better way of taking care of yourself?
Because I'm passionate about what I've been doing in the city, and I'm tired of. I'm just tired and exhausted of being put in impossible situations where everybody tries to make decisions for me, and when they aren't happy with what I'm doing, and when it doesn't suit them, and this is a bit towards everybody here as well, I just want to do what's best for myself. And I care a lot about the city and how it works and how it functions. And I really also do want to go full blown into Aegis as well.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. It's not an easy decision that you've made. Regardless of what decision you chose, I'm proud that you made a decision.
Yeah. Eve, listen. There's a lot of merit to what you're saying. I get it. I do, but look.
I want you to be extremely honest. Yesterday, I had the new commissioner come up to me and he said, I've read your profile and, would you die for the city? And he barely knows me. And he was already making assumptions that I was biased towards the guild and the island and Jaeger. Where I literally told him yesterday that they could literally lock all of them up if they catch them on Los Santos land. And he said that's all I needed to hear. And
Yeah, but
I hate that people.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just hate that people who barely know me and are making assumptions like that. So please just be honest with me so we can get all of this behind us.
I mean, I had some reservations. I think they're gone now. You've finally done what I think you should have done, a long time ago, and you made your decision. I understand that the guild is your family, but we can't act or ignore the elephant in the room that we were very involved with them, in many regards for a long, long time. We can't ignore the fact that, Jaeger is batshit insane. Resents a lot of people that we work with. Ultimately, down this road, ended up resenting his father. Whatever reasons, right or wrong. And started to plot. Okay, and as you are probably realizing right now, it's something that maybe me, Leslie, whoever, realized quite long ago is that Cerberus, or just the business that we do is our absolute life. Nothing comes before it, for the most part. Regarding, except for maybe special circumstances, but and when people threaten it, no matter who they are, I don't waver. I don't hesitate on knowing what I need to do to keep that protected. I think for a long time you struggled with that. And maybe even ignored, the unfortunate reality of that. And, that's why it was hard to trust you in a lot of circumstances. Even, and honestly, I'm not trying to be rude here, but I don't know how I can be blamed for that. I told you my son, snitched me out, caused this massive shit show, and, I've left it in the past now, and I've moved on from it, but I don't think you even bat an eye at, during that.
And I've told you I've been under the influence of drugs, and I still am trying to work through that.
I mean, I understand. Listen, I think you made the right choice. It's a stance I've had for a long time, and you've known this. I mean, I even begged and pleaded that you'd never join the guild, back when I knew they were trying to recruit you or whatever the fuck they were doing, whatever the fuck you want to name it. I think, you are the absolute best at what you do. And I don't think anybody can argue that. But I think that was always in your way. Those obstacles are always thrown in the way. It's because of your involvement with the guild that just now so happens to be people who are trying to take down everything we've built. And whether you're directly involved or not, you still were involved in helping build that. So, you're kind of a byproduct of that, right?
I don't disagree.
So you got to understand why it always just got so fucking confusing, because I'd never wanted to make a decision for you. And, I get that you were caught in the middle, but there was a lot of times where it didn't really seem like you gave a shit about what was going on. I understand it was you trying to be neutral, but sometimes you just can't be neutral. When shit is going down, it's very hard. And sometimes being neutral says a lot more than picking a side.
I understand. I understood that from a few months ago, and like I said, I just didn't want it to keep on repeating itself.
I mean, I think the way you stop that is by doing what you're doing right now, is you made a decision.
I have.
But I also need you to understand that with this decision, it really does mean that, we will do whatever it takes to protect what needs to be protected. And that might make you uncomfortable at times.
I know, I'm aware.
I don't really know what else to say. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were leaving. Well, I know you were leaving something. I guess I thought it just wasn't the guild.
Like I said, I would want to focus more on Aegis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Put a bit more time into that as well, because I think there's a lot missing in the city, and I want people to fear Aegis.
Are you saying that you want to redirect your attention to Aegis or want more to do within Aegis?
A majority of my time will probably be spent with Aegis as well.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay. Eve, we're killing the company.
I'm aware, Tim told me.
What?
Tim.
Fucking Tim. What did he tell you?
He just said we're moving up to Vinewood.
Tim Collins.
Put him on the fucking list, Leslie. Listen, Eve, we're killing the company. Cerberus in itself has been dead for a very long time. We tried to carry it for as long as we can. And the reality is...
I disagree. I disagree.
You can disagree all you want. It's just the truth, Eve. It really is. We've tried to carry it for as long as we can, and although we've done a good job for the most part, it is time for something new. We are going to essentially be killing any branding, anything to do with Cerberus, any name. We're going to be essentially turning the Cerberus Business Center pretty much to what it is now. But just more public. Anybody can use whatever the fuck they want in there for the purpose of, creating or, doing business, whatever the fuck they got to do. We're going to be moving our offices up north, and by up north, I mean Vinewood. We're working on a few plans right now on which building we wish to acquire. So depending on the result of those plans, it'll be whatever building we're in. And we're going to be restructuring the entire philosophy of the company and how it works. And a big part in that is... funny enough, what you're mentioning now and what I just said is we all stick to the goal. We can't have any, and I say this as respectful as possible. We can't have any more fence sitters. We need people to be committed, and we need people to be aware of what the fuck the goal is. And no matter what gets in the way of that goal, we still strive for that goal, no matter how messy it gets. And people who are not going to be capable of doing that or comfortable will just be cut out.
So this time around, when people say, "Why do you hate X company?" they'll actually have a reason to.
Probably. We will be shifting direction, and we will be looking more to, innovate, but for the purpose of, not helping the common people. We just want control on as much of it as possible.
Okay.
And we just need people to fall in line. We have a lot of people in the company, right or wrong, they lost ambition, drive. They don't do much anymore, including myself. And we need to just get rid of that and keep people working. And if they can't, they get cut out.
Okay.
Are you still on drugs?
No.
Since when?
I can't remember.
So it could have been yesterday?
No.
Okay, what type of time span are we talking?
Probably maybe 2 weeks.
What drugs were you using?
Cocaine and
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Drugs are good for you.
Well, I don't think drugs are good for you.
I think drugs are good for him.
It's the only thing that keeps me going. I'm gonna be honest.
Drugs are definitely good for you.
No. Even no drugs. You work better without drugs.
You gotta draw the line at just cocaine, though.
No drugs. All right?
Listen, just stay away from the fucking drugs if you need to. Understand that, you have every right to cope, in the way you gotta cope. I'm gonna be honest here.
But when it comes to work, no drugs.
Yeah, no drugs.
Can I shove drugs down Rami's throat?
Yes.
Yeah. I do think you need to prepare yourself for the guild to convince you to stay. And I'm not going to influence you on what to do, but just know that...
I don't think they will, because Bjorn was actually the one who said that I should think about leaving.
Right. But Bjorn. He's very emotional and, fucking bipolar. I just think So let me be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Eve.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you've made this decision. It means a lot to me, but I don't want to see any sort of backpedaling. If I do, I think it just ends right here for me and you, honestly. I love you very, very much. You are the backbone of almost everything that we do, especially when it was just me, you, and Nancy around. We did a lot. And I would like to keep that relationship like that, but I'm done with it. Not just you, a lot of people I'm fucking done with. These wars, this shit has happened over the fucking past few weeks, has opened my eyes to a lot. And I'm tired of putting my efforts into people who are just going to use it against me eventually over some fucking petty shit.
And that's why I'm asking that when I say I'm leaving the guild, that you also take that seriously and you don't rope me into anything that, like how Jaeger said he left the guild, just don't rope me into anything that you think I am still part of that when I'm not. Today I'm gonna leave all the businesses and I'm gonna be transferring all the cars over that I have for the guild. I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm going to wash my hands clean.
All right, and I
need you to believe that.
I'm gonna believe you, Eve. I have no other reason to not believe you. All right, and I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not gonna make jokes about it or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna trust what you say, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And if I feel like something's off, I'll ask you about it.
Thank you. And if Harry disrespects me one more time at a service meeting, I will stand up and hit him.
Feel free.
I will speak to Harry. But there's a lot of restructuring that will be happening. Once we kind of finalize the details of that, we'll probably present it. Well, we can't do it Thursday because Leslie's so busy, he can't fucking come to the city on fucking Thursday. So probably next week sometime.
If Leslie's gonna be here Friday and we're ready Friday, I'll show up on Friday.
Well, Friday doesn't matter because I have to speak to Leslie before that meeting, so he won't be here. He'll need to be here Thursday. Then we present Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did Tim tell you about the new commissioner?
Yeah, it seems like a piece of shit, honestly.
There's
no way that's his real name. He definitely got that changed.
I don't know.
What's his name?
Dumb name.
Axel Justice.
Axel Justice?
Yeah.
That's definitely a fake name.
It could be a porn name.
I think it's fake.
Ew.
I'm just saying it could be a porn star.
I mean, the call that we had, I get along with him great.
That sounds so funny, too.
Anyways, Eve, I am proud of you for making this decision. I think it's a very big decision to make. And it's very adult of you to be able to see life through this telescope that you've chosen. I'm proud, and I look forward to seeing what you can make with this, as you've always created interesting and good things.
One thing I do ask in the future, moving on with this new company, I do ask that you guys, Leslie, I know how strict you are with, the relationships between the employees. I hope that you guys do establish that very early on.
There will be a lot of, like I said, the things that will be established, I don't think a lot of people are going to like, but even if the table gets cut down to 5 people, that's probably for the better.
But yes, that is one of the key points, Eve.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it will help a lot of people, including myself.
I would like to ask you a question that might be a bit off topic.
Okay.
What's going on with Lexi?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to her in 2 weeks.
Do you know anything about her involvement with the guild to any extent?
She hangs out with the guild after hours. After the angels go to sleep, she calls the guild her babysitters. Yeah.
So it's almost like they just hang out at the place and just have fun a little bit like that?
Yeah, it's like, it's like sleepover time. It's like 2 houses over from the angel's house. So she always just runs over and hangs out with the guild after the angels go to sleep.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Okay. I have to tell you this. You asked for honesty. I want to keep this from you, and you find out later, and you misconstrued what the fuck is good. But me and Denzel are going to kill Lando.
Okay.
And I know I threaten to kill people a lot. And, you know, I say it when I'm angry or whatever, but I'm not
dead.
joking. He's gonna die.
Hearing it from Denzel is way more threatening than from you.
Yeah.
It's not about being threatening. It's
Not about being threatening. It's
Okay.
he is okay. Beefy. It told me a lot of what has been going on. And Lando has said some things that he should have never come out of his mouth to people that should have never heard it. And I'm left with absolutely no option. Now, with that being said, there could be some collateral fucking damage. Other people are going to try probably to get involved. And no one is getting in the way of that.
All right. I mean, I trust you to do what you need to do. I've
So the
never
reason-
questioned. I'm sorry, Leslie. I've never questioned. If you tell me you have to do something, I never question what you have to do.
the reason you're being told this is to well, we
Prepare
want
me.
full transparency, and we want you to be aware of the things that happens, especially if we are to side with you and you want to side with us. It's important that you know the ins and outs.
Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, you see the relationship with my son. For people particularly who I love to that level, it takes a lot for me to actually want to kill them. Lando has crossed that line, and you know, by maybe an extra 300 miles, and I'm left with no choice, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think you know me well enough that if my son did something where I could justify not killing him, I would. But at the end of the day, he has made his bed and he's gonna lie in it.
Dude, this is insane.
All right, understand.
I know you're tired of all the deaths, and I know you're tired of all the chaos, Eve. But I'm also gonna be honest with you. We are in. This is fucking Sin City, okay? This ain't some fucking nice town out in the middle of fucking nowhere. People love each other. This is fucking Sin City. This is gonna happen again and again and again. The cycle is never gonna fucking end. And maybe, you know, you have to try to embrace and accept that. But also know we're here for you. Or at least I am. I'll speak for myself.
I am too.
Okay. Like I said, I don't question it because sometimes questions get you killed as well.
Well, I would never kill you unless, you know, you obviously betrayed me. But, yeah.
I was ready to die when Harry asked me to look at the flowers months ago in this exact location.
Yeah. Come a long time since then, Eve. And, you know, I would love for, you know, I would truthfully love for a situation like that to never happen again. I never feel like I hate the thought of even, you know, you leaving the company. That thought even kills me, right? Like I said, you are the backbone. We need you, 100%. So we just need to get over whatever the fuck this is, and just move forward. And I think, well, you know, with the choice you're making right now, it allows us to get there, finally.
I appreciate you guys.
All right. Well, we'll leave you be, okay? You give us a call if you need anything.
All right, guys as well.
Do the meeting on Thursday, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Big decisions today.
Sheesh.
Okay, I really didn't expect that.
I am absolutely stunned, like my man. Why did I fucking have to show up to this fucking bitch in a goddamn GTR?
I knew she wasn't gonna quit.
Who immediately said she was gonna quit?
I'm gonna be honest, I think this is probably the first time I've ever been surprised by somebody's decision-making in the city.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was surprising.
I'm curious as to what she will expect from the restructure, because I don't think Eve wants to be an equal, and I don't think she wants other people to be an equal. I think Eve likes the way things were, but we're also trying to change things up.
Yeah. I think I agree with all what you said.
Maybe we find a middle ground somehow.
I mean, the thing with Eve is you can tell as well that she's you know, she's out for vengeance.
Uh-huh.
And she's going
No,
to...
Eve is cold, and I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. She's going to use ages to get it. Maybe that's the drive she fucking needed. Listen, I like this. You call me evil, call me fucked up. I'm glad this happened.
Oh, this is great. This is great in every way, shape, or form. I mean, Eve is the prodigy of our combined minds. She is everything that we've ever wanted. If she was lab-created, I could not have made it more perfect.
Don't you ever compliment me like that?
Well, because you're